Hello friends, Grampa Grit here on the Grit and Grunt channel. Welcome back. It's another day for a great Bowflex workout. And today I'm going to do upper body. We're going to kind of stress that. But before I get to that, I want to make a clarification from yesterday's video where I was doing thighs. And we did leg extension lying down. And I mentioned at the time that I was feeling some strain in my back, and I found a way to alleviate that. And I just wanted to demonstrate that a moment. So I'm going to lie down on the bench, set up for the leg extension again, and just show you the difference it makes when you make the alteration in the technique. So I'm going to straddle the bench with my back towards you. Put the hand holds on through the back strap, the foot going through the hand hold, and then tightening up around the ankle. I'm setting my foot on the bar in front of me. Underneath the bar is underneath the power rods. Getting the left side on, snugging that up. Okay. And the other thing is to have the bench all the way back as far as it'll go in its locked position. So I have it in the last locked position and have it all the way back. Now I'm going to lie down, get myself situated so my head is right at the end of the bench. Again, you want to be as far back away from the power rods as possible. And then when you lift your legs, you get your thighs 90 degrees to your upper torso. And yesterday I had my hands on the bench and I was trying to do the extensions, and that was giving me a little bit of back pain, lower back stress. I didn't hurt anything, but I could feel it down there. And what I discovered later after the video, I was experimenting a bit more, and I found if I put my hands behind my legs, just underneath my knees here, right there, and grab just really just into the behind the knee area there, I alleviated the back pain. So I'm going to demonstrate a set of 8 by holding the legs, holding behind the legs up by the knees, and I have pretty light tension because we're not getting into the full range of motion, unfortunately, with this exercise. I find that a little bit challenging, but this is much better on the lower back. So I wanted to make sure I brought that out, and it's still a pretty good exercise if you need to work the thighs. And I think that's 8 or thereabouts. And again, the other thing you can do, which I demonstrated yesterday, was go across. And that actually, I actually found that worked better. So I like those cross kicks, and I actually felt like I was working the upper thigh better than I was even on the leg attachment. All right, now I'm going to get myself up from here. And we're going to get into some upper body work today and challenge the upper body a bit. So I'm going to readjust the bench so I'm closer to the power rod so I can sit. That's locked in now. First thing we'll do is shoulder presses. And I'm going to do those at 30 pounds of tension. So I've progressed from doing 25 to 30 pounds now over the course of 2 weeks. Straddling the bench facing you now. All right, 3 sets of 12. Again, we're going to challenge the muscle. I've done my warm-ups, so we're ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, a few seconds of rest. We're going to take a few breaths. Open those lungs up. All right, here we go. 12 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And some good news today. I got on the scale this morning and I weighed in at 172 pounds. So that means I've lost a pound already over the course of 2 weeks. I'm not surprised. These exercises are substantial, and I find it hard to believe that you won't lose weight if you do this 5, 6 times a week, along with a few other things, and a little bit of a diet modification, reduction of portion sizes. That seems to have helped. So we're headed in the right direction. One more set here of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, that went well. Like I said, I've gone from 25 to 30 pounds of tension now, doing full sets of 12. I'm going to continue at, for the shoulders for the time being like that, especially this shoulder here is still recovering from frozen shoulder and other rotator cuff type issues. But it's working great. This is a great kind of exercise to do for that, just to strengthen that shoulder over time. And I'm not going to get crazy with that. I am going to increase intensity on some other exercises, namely biceps and triceps today. But right now I'm going to do the seated rows for the back. We'll do 3 sets of 12 here. We'll start out at 30. And it seems like I started out at 25 and now have progressed to 30 as well here. All right, getting in the right position so I have full range of motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. You'll notice that when I pull back, I get to the fully retracted position. I'm holding for a couple seconds, allowing that tension to work on my back muscles, and then releasing slowly. So I maintain tension throughout the entire range of motion. Okay, we're going to do 12 more. Set number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. That's set number 2. And there's no hurry with these. And again, like I said, you want to keep that tension. You want to keep the length of time up. And I think on this third set, I'm going to go even slower. So set number 3, I'm taking a couple deep breaths here. And these we're going to slow down for. We're going to do 12 really good seated rows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now, one of the things you'll notice with the seated row is you're actually rocking back a little bit. And if you keep your abdomen tight and you're rowing back a little bit with it, you're also working the lower back muscles. You're getting all the back muscles involved. It's kind of akin to core work. So it's helping the entire core, especially if you're keeping that midsection tight while you're doing those. I am consciously doing that, and you can tighten those up, quite a bit if you want. So that's a great way to get some extra core work in as well. All right, we did 3 sets of the seated rows. We've done the shoulders. Now we're going to go to the biceps. I am going to start out at 40 just to do a warm up. I think I might increase though to 50 for sets 2 and 3, but let's just get a warm up in at 40. So these I'm doing seated right now. Hand holds in the normal position. Sit back a little bit. I'm coming back to this crease in the bench here, the pivot point in the bench, kind of using that as a marker. So I have about the right positioning. It gives a little relief for the tailbone there as well, which I kind of like. I wish they had a groove in this bench. It'd be nice if they had a tailbone groove all the way up and down, but they don't. But that would be a great improvement to the product overall. Okay, here we go. We're going for 12. Now, again, elbows are in, hands are going out as much as possible to isolate the bicep. 1, again, there's no hurry here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, that was a good warm-up set. Definitely feel like I can add 10 pounds, so I'm going to do that quickly here. Adding 10 to each side. Power rods are loaded up. Here we go for 12 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, that felt just about right. We're going to take a few breaths, and we're going to do one more set of 12. This is the third set. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That felt great. I'm starting to feel the burn. Okay, today we're going to challenge these muscles. So we're going to work on biceps and triceps. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to 60 pounds. So I'm going to use a 50 and a 10 on each side. And on the challenge sets, we're going to, since we're doing extra tension that the muscle has not had a chance to become accustomed to, we're just going to go for 8. And this seems like quite a bit of tension for my biceps, so we're going to go for 8, see how that goes. And we'll evaluate from there. These are going to be hard, I can tell. This will be a good challenge for the biceps. Again, just going for a set of 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Wow, yeah. That was good. That was a good challenge. We've increased greatly, and that's all we're going to do for the day on that one. Now I'm setting up for triceps. We're going to 40 on each side for triceps. And I think a challenge for triceps would be 45 or 50. So we'll see how we do going through the first 3 sets and see how we're going to challenge the triceps on our last set. Triceps, again, we're doing in the lying position. Backhanding the hand holds. And I'm actually wondering about the 40 pounds on these, because I think last time I did these, I had some difficulty doing the last set at 12. Let's see what we can do here. Elbows are in. I've got my feet up on the bench, up on the bar here, the bench. And again, I got my tailbone about where the pivot point is, right at the pivot point of the bench for a little tailbone relief. Okay. Elbows in, arms out, hands out, that is. Elbows in, hands out. Here we go. I'm going to try to keep the hands out, isolate the triceps. 1, 2. And again, if you just slow down, that'll give you the extra load you need to really challenge the muscles. I'm moving down just a little bit more here. We'll just start this one over. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, I feel like in this case I want to start in a more loaded position in order to challenge that muscle a bit more. So let me move the bench one notch this way. That way I can keep my tailbone in that pivot joint where it gives a little tailbone relief. As you can see, the Bowflex is very, very flexible in the way you can address some of these techniques and movements. That's why I like the machine so much. Oh yeah, that's going to be much more challenging now. As you can see, my knees are bent a little bit more to keep my feet up on the bar, but it's still very comfortable. I've got my tailbone right at that notch, so that's comfortable there. And it's a good reference point also. So you know the next time you come and do this technique or this exercise, you know where to set up. Here we go. Let's see, this will be set 2, set of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Very good. I'm feeling it more in the triceps, so that helped that adjustment moved. It gave me more tension in the range of motion. A couple deep breaths here, and we will go for set 3, set of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, if you just go slower, it'll give you more of a challenge and you'll be working that muscle even more. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So if you want to, you can just do one really, really slowly. And boy, will you feel that. So there you go. So how do you challenge these muscles? Well, you can increase the tension, or you can just increase what they call the time under tension, right? Just by going slower. So I am challenging those muscles. I don't even have to change the tension just by going slow. I really felt the burn when I did that slow rep. So let me do one more here. And it's like, oh yeah. Yep. That's a real challenge right there. Oh boy. Talk about feeling the burn. Ooh, that right hand's starting to shake a bit. And then to just work it out at the end, just do a couple normal ones. There we go. I'm not quite sure how many that was. I think it was approximating 8, but that was a good additional challenge. So we challenged the biceps and the triceps today, just putting on a little bit extra at the end, extra rep, slow it down or put on extra tension, just to start telling your muscles, hey, you're gonna be putting more demand on. But again, you want to do it fairly gradually over time, and not try to overdo it on any particular day. Well, I think I'm going to go on and finish up the rest of my stations, And I will leave it there with you today. Look forward to the next time we meet. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you the next time.